Our first stop here is at Expo 2020's Desert Farm. The Desert Farm is an exploration into food security and into innovation, where we use the three things that the desert here in the UAE has the most of: sun, sand, and salt water. So the Desert Farm is powered by solar panels. It is an exploration into growing salt-loving plants and fish in reject brine water, which is at about 80% of the salinity of the ocean. So as we approach, you'll see solar panels on the roof of the farm. This provides all of the electricity that we need to power the exhibit, which is about growing plants and fish using reject brine water. Our first stop here is at the aquaponics fish tank. This fish tank is full of tilapia, which is a type of fish that first came from Egypt. So this water is about 80% of the salinity of the sea. These fish live and go to the bathroom in this water, contributing to the nutrients of the water. The nutrient-rich water then flows through a filter. This filter uses no chemicals. It uses simple biology and bacteria to convert the waste of the ammonia of the fish into nitrates for the plants. The plants are growing here in a hydroponic system, so they're actually floating on top of the water. So as you can see, the roots are growing deep into the water, and this is salty water. On this side is more the traditional type of farming. So we have basil, we have lemongrass, we have chiku, we have mangoes. So this side is using fresh water, and it's sort of showing the difference between how freshwater agriculture and saltwater agriculture is still compatible and how they can be used at the same time. So now the saltwater has come through and it is slightly diluted. So as it comes to here, now we're at about 20% of the salinity of the ocean, and we're growing quinoa. Quinoa uses about a fifth of the water of rice, but has this very similar nutritional profile. So now the water has been flowing through the quinoa bed, and we come to the next portion of the tour, which is blue panicum, which is a fodder or feed that we grow for animals. So this is a very, very important part, because about 80% of the global forests are being cut down to make room to grow feed for animals. So if we can grow feed now in the salty, sandy soils of the desert, it allows us to preserve these forests for what they're meant to be, which is habitat for animals and producing oxygen for us humans. And we feel it's an absolute game changer for food security for the region, and also to make use of what we have here, which is the salty sand and the waters, to grow a significant amount of food for people and for animals.